Hello everybody. Today we are going to discuss the Harappan seals and the language. Let's talk about the seal first. Now what are these seals? The seals are small tablets of half an inch to 2.5 inch made of statite rock. So let's write seals were small tablets made of statite rock. Statite is basically a soft rock. So these seals were made of these rock, and the size of the seal varied from half an inch to 2 inch. These seals are very important archaeological evidence of Harappan site. In these seals, we find inscription of various syllables and alphabets along with the images of various god and animal. This is important because the seals provide us very important evidence regarding the culture and life of Harappan people. So, in these seals, we find inscriptions and images of animal. The most popular animal which is inscribed or made on the seal is unicorn, also called ek singha or unicorn. This is the most popular seal that we have discovered in the Harappan sites. These seals came in various shapes and in various shapes such as circular, rectangular, square, button, cylindrical, and also these seals, if we look into what was the use of the seal, today historians feel that these seals were used as identity marker. So let's understand what was the use of the seal and how it was used as an identity marker. From many seals in Harappan site, in the back portion of these seals, we have found an impression of a mat. As such, whenever a product or an item was sent somewhere, maybe exported outside, these seals were placed to provide the identity of the owner. So, it was the identity marker of the owner of maybe property or product. So, let us revise what are the seals. First of all, seals are the most important archaeological evidence that we have found in the Harappan sites. They are small tablets made of statite rock, which are soft rock. They are half an inch to 2 inch in size. The seals carry inscriptions and images of animal. Ek singha or uniform is the most famous animal which is imprinted on such seal, and these seals were used as identity marker of ownership or of owners who had certain property or product to export or to send to some other part. Seals, the Harappan seals, have also been discovered from Mesopotamia and from Egypt, which make them a very important item which reflects how far Indus Valley civilization people had connection. So, we realize that most probably the people of Harappan civilization had connection with Sumeria and they had connection with Egypt as well. Now, when we study the seal, the most important fact that we learn is that Harappans had a certain language, and this language is inscribed in the seal. However, the language has not yet been deciphered. So, now let us understand what was the language. So, now we are going to talk about the language of Harappan people. When we study the language, we find that in the seals there were around 400 to 700 signs. In the seal we find 400 to 700 signs, but out of these 400, only 40 to 60 signs are regularly used, are common. Further, we also realize that the script that was used to write the language is pictographic, mostly pictographic. But even with so much information, we definitely don't know how the language was read or write. As such, we can say that the Harappan language has not yet been deciphered. Because there are various historians who are still studying Harappan language, there are various theories which has been propagated on the language. So, when we study history, we find that in 1970, Iravatham Mahadevan started studying these scripts or these inscriptions of the seal, and historian he gave the theory that the language of the Harappan people was Dravidian. Not only that, on the basis of the study of Iravatham Mahadevan, a Finnish Indologist, Asko Parpola, further suggested that the language was not only Dravidian, but it also had homophones. Means the language had such word which had similar sound, but the meaning was different. For example, in English language we have sea and sea. Both the word have similar sound, but one sea is to look and the other is talking about the ocean. So, similarly, Asko Parpola said that there were large number of homophones which were used in the language. Then S.R. Rao, another historian, came up with the idea that the language belonged to pre-Indo-Aryan group. As such, he was suggesting that the language had some affinity with archaic Sanskrit or Germanic language. With time, we have come across many other theories, such as the theory of Raja Ram. Raja Ram suggests that the script is basically pictographic, but it also has alphabets. He further uses a word called Bostrophaden. This is a technique where every line of a paper or of an inscription starts from reverse side. So, if I start writing from the left side, the second line will start from the reverse side. This technique of writing is called Bostrophaden. So, this is what has been suggested by Raja Ram. There is another historian called Natwar Jha. Jha suggests that the language is syllabic and does not have any vowel, or the script is syllabic and does not have any vowel. He also suggests that the script could have originated, or script may have some connection with Brahmi script of India. So, when we say that the script was syllabic but did not have vowel, there are many languages across the world which have such a script like Arabic. Arabic has a syllabic script which does not use vowel. Raja Ram, of course, I have told you that he said that the script was pictographic and it had alphabet, but it was written in a Bostrophaden technique. So, these are various theories which were suggested by various historians over the time.